We all have that one friend who eats whatever they want and never gains a pound. That's not willpower. That's biology. Their body gives them appropriate signals, it says, when they're hungry and when they've had enough. For me, that signal was broken. I could eat plenty and still want more. And so for decades, I thought there was something wrong with me, that I was lacking self-discipline or willpower. I was just weak. What I didn't know is that my body has two brains, one in my head and one in my gut. Your intestines aren't just plumbing. They're lined with 100 million neurons. That's more than your spinal cord. They produce most of your serotonin and mood chemicals that affect craving, hunger, satiety, calm, and other chemicals that drive motivation. And they talk directly to your brain from your gut through your vagus nerve. When those signals get scrambled, cravings can roar louder than satiety. That's what we call food noise. Food noise, I've come to believe, is all of the thinking about food when you're not actually, I'm eating breakfast and I'm thinking about what am I going to eat for lunch. And then I'm thinking about what I should go to the grocery store and buy, so what I could have for dinner tomorrow and who's coming and what we might want to eat and how we might want to do something. And everything was all revolving around food. Why do you think I owned a restaurant for 10 years? I'm positive it was to satisfy absolutely endless food noise. When the GLP1's kicked in, for me, that was on day 11 when I started feeling it. What I felt was mental. It was eating and then 4 bites into it, being done, which was odd. The other part that happened right about the same time is I wasn't constantly thinking about what I wanted to eat, drink, what time it was, how much longer before a meal. It just wasn't part of my constant chatter in my head. Food noise had gone away. I could actually hear myself think. That silence gave me some space to relearn a lot of things, specifically about my relationship with food, which had been tremendously damaged over years and years of dieting, fad diet culture, to try to relearn food, not as a punishment, but as nourishment, to cook with color and creativity and spices, as a form of self-love, to focus on my hydration because it makes me feel good, to eat protein because my brain runs better on it. It wasn't automatic. It was definitely awkward at first, kind of like riding a bike after years and years, but a worthy journey. At some point, every bite can become an act of self-love. And you can ask yourself, what do I want to eat that loves me back? And make choices out of love instead of guilt, shame, should this, should that. Enough of that. This is a new way. This is the gift of GLP-1. It's not just weight loss. It's not just smaller clothes, but it's a reconnection biologically. You can feel yourself coming online into your own body and mind. It's complicated to explain, but pretty much everyone that's been on it understands. It's like, if you know, you know. And I want you to know. If you need to be on this medicine, or if this medicine would help you, listen. If you've been curious, or maybe you've tried and stopped too early, or had weird side effects, or didn't really understand how it worked, or got scared off by a headline, look back at this again. This is your re-era. Not just about food, not just about weight, but about relearning how your brain and body works. If you want the full story, please click through to the Spicy Living blog. And the website is spicyliving.net. And I look forward to seeing you over there. If you're interested in learning more about your gut microbiome, if that interests you, why don't you put the words pickle juice in the comments, and I'll send you most of I've done a ton of research about this, and I would love to share it with you. Have a great day.